Good morning. Today is the last day of April and we're looking at the S&P 500 futures and so this is what we have. We had a few days that looked very bullish, right? We had this spike here, this move higher. We held on top of the spike for a couple of sessions. Both of these sessions have P-shaped profiles, which means that there was a lack of excess on the upside. Like buyers couldn't get what they wanted. They tried, but they got shut off. They met with sellers that were not letting price get any higher. Overnight, we kind of hang at the same spot, and now we just had some news. U.S. employment cost that it just caused this little spike down, and now we're putting some volume in this at the levels where we had the spike yesterday. So we broke outside yesterday's value and we're putting some volume here. So, we have a lot of stuff here. We have the 21 EMA, we have the 20-day moving average, we have the previous week's high, we have this low volume node, we have all this positive delta here, we have this 50-day moving average. So there's a lot of resistance up here, so it hasn't been easy to move above this, and I don't think it's gonna be easy to move above this unless we get some trigger that causes the market to move, like either some of the earnings or FOMC tomorrow. It's tomorrow, right? Yeah, FOMC is tomorrow. Or some news that the market decides to use that to price or to run stops and get the liquidity up here or any of that. So I think the market is still waiting for more information to make the next move. Amazon is reporting today, Starbucks, AMD, Pfizer tomorrow, MasterCard. So we have a lot of news. We have JOLTS tomorrow, S&P, PMI, FOMC. We have a lot of stuff going on still. So I think the market is waiting for that. They're probably positioning themselves. That's why you see these crazy flows on the S&P. So for today, I'm gonna be looking at, first of all, we've been one time framing up since Thursday, right? So I'm gonna see if we break this low and go back to balance. If we do that, you see this volume node here at 51.25. That's gonna be the line in the sand for me. So getting below this targets this 51.04. So we have a nice 20 point that range that we can trade around. Even if you get 10 points out of that, that's a good trade. Even 5, right? but be looking at that. Like, do we break this low? Do we come back into this area? If we start accepting this area, then this becomes choppy usually. And then if we get below this range, I'll be looking for some support at the 50.80, 50.78 area. So that's that low volume node. Some support here is to see if the bulls defend and we go back to 51.04. If they break this area, then this is a mess. This is a little bit of the market here was not finding the spot to balance at, so this is gonna be choppy. So I'm not interested in trading here. If we get below and come back into here. Like for me to trade in this area, I really have to see order flow that's really moving in one direction. Other than that, if we get like a slow grind, I'm not interested. I will be like either waiting to see if we get here and bounce, or if we come back into this into the range here and trade higher. The other thing that you could look if you are interested in trading in this mess, which I'm not, is look at this as two distributions and go from the top of this distribution to the bottom of this distribution, and then look at this as a separate distribution and see if we can test this untested point of control. And that's it. On the upper side, if we are able to break and hold 73, then I'll be looking for a move into the 5200s and 5210. But I don't see it yet, so we'll see what the day brings. As I said, there's a lot of news, a lot of catalysts. Yellen is speaking today. We have also Chicago PMI at 945 and U.S. consumer confidence at 10. And then that's about it for ES. NQ yesterday spent the whole day around this high volume area. And it's putting a lot of volume here. I mean, the picture is very similar, right? We have the spike, we're holding, we're not able to move higher, and we have all this area that's a low volume area. So if we get, if we get a break of this highs, then I'll be looking to test the 18,000, and 1880 is where the 50-day moving average is. So that would be my initial target, and then see if it holds, and then we can move into this distribution. And below we have this area, so 17,740 will be the target if we start dropping below the low. And some support here at the 17,520 area where we have this low volume. Okay, crude oil. So crude oil, it's been putting a lot of volume at the current levels. So yesterday this kind of looked like a double distribution. Today it's looking more like it's accepting prices in this area. So you can see like a massive amount of volume came in and accepted here. So now this is becoming the new range. So it's in the chop area, so I would look for longs around 82, back into 82.65ish, back to 83, right? Like this is the range where there's acceptance. So any move outside this range, I would look for it to come back into this range. That's what I would be looking at in crude, and I'm trading in this mess is gonna be a recipe for disaster. So fade the extremes is what I'm looking for in crude. And gold is pissing me off because it's not doing what I want it to do, and it's dropping. It's fine if it drops, it's just I was long, so let me pull up the chart. There it is. So we dropped overnight. We took this lows. Now we're breaking this lows and we're getting to the edge of the distribution. So I mean, it's heading lower. So if we're not able to break this 2300, then we're gonna move back into the 45 area, and then this is becoming resistance, the 2365. But if we keep heading lower, there's a big magnet here from where is it from? This is from back in March, where we accepted prices at this area for a while before breaking. So it might be getting ready to retest this break. I don't know. We'll see. I'm bullish on gold because of the macroeconomic part of it, but the chart looks like it wants to pull back, and for a pullback I don't really see much. There's a little bit of acceptance here, the 2300. So, but if it breaks 2300, I would be probably looking for a move way lower to test this. And the 50% of this move is at here 2250. So those are the levels to look for bounces. So first one would be here at the 2300, then the next one would be at 2250, and then the next one would be this swing high at what is this, 2200 ish. All right, that's about it.